Hey there, UniWarriors! Envoy Goblin here, once again bringing you the latest in UniWar action. Got a fantastic series of games coming up for you. This is the latest championship that is currently coming to a close. The championship, March 24, quarterfinals. We're going to start out with two excellent players here, Sari versus Shish. Let's take a look at our player setup here. Sari and Shish, very evenly matched combo here, so I'm very excited about how this game is going to get set up. Starting out with Sari coming in at number 3 on the championship ladder, currently ranked 37 in the game overall, coming in at number 1 in the Summer Sapien v Sapien 23, current very frequent shower in the quarter and semifinals, in the round of 4 in many of these tournaments, often in the round of 8, always at least to the round of 16. So definitely a player who's looking to up his profile and crack that top 3. Very, very close. He's already at the top 3, looking to try and dethrone our current 2 leaders, Mark Cho and Mark GX. So this is an opportunity for him to finally make that happen, but his opponent is someone he's going to have to push through to make it happen, and that is Shish. Shish, currently ranked at number 6 on the championship ladder and ranked 12th in the game overall. Again, a constant shower in the round of 4 across tournaments, across the board, always showing up in that round of 8, at the very least in that round of 16. He's got a couple of accolades, and he's looking to take a number 1 spot in one of these tournaments finally. So this is a big match for both these players. The outcome of this match is going to give them a chance to get that up on their profile that they've been looking to make happen for some time. So the winner of this is going to come away with an accolade that's really going to make an impact on their climb on that championship leader ladder. They're going to be playing on the Wide Valley V3 for all of these quarterfinal matches. Let's take a look at the map real quick. Made by Caesar ESP. It is a pretty dynamic map. A lot of forest tiles, a couple of mountain tiles, particularly these 2 mountain tiles in the center. Base credit counts starting of 100 per base and a 0 initial credit count, which is interesting. That makes the early game choices particularly impactful, as their mid game is going to be highly influenced by whether or not you want to save and make bigger choices in the mid game, or whether you want to take the limited credits that you start out with and really advance them to something that's going to matter and have an impact in that early setup. So let's see how this game is going to unfold. Expect to see a lot of Marauder and Speeder play along these 2 pathways, the one on the north and the south. Control of these 2 mountain tiles and these 2 forest tiles are going to be pivotal for maintaining control of the map overall. Let's get the game started, underway. Playing on the left-hand side as the Blue Titans, it is going to be Shish. And his opponent playing on the right-hand side as the Pink Sapiens, it is going to be his opponent, tsaryv. Let's get the game underway on round 1. So I'm interested to see how these openings are going to be setting up, especially with 0. Nothing for tsaryv to be able to purchase right away. Shish moving on to those city tiles, opting to spend his credits immediately onto mechas. Not a bad decision, as the mechas have slower. He's going to want to try and get center control as early as possible. Speeders and Marauders now coming out for both sides. More mechas being pumped out for Shish. tsaryv opting to go for double, triple Marauder openings. And now we see another Speeder and Mecha. Are we going to see any combat come up on this round? It looks like both players jockeying for position. Here comes the first Speeder aggro. Getting a -5 on that Marine. Is that Marine going to go down? The Marine does go down, opting not to go for the base pack, but retreat that Speeder back, reposition his mechas, and try to walk away with that first blood 100 kill count. And now tsaryv opening out with that tank on the bottom and using the Marauder aggression on the top to try and thin out some of these mechas. That tank is going to keep those Speeders from being able to make the advance they want. Going to hold them back. But no, it is not going to continue to hold them back. Shish instead opting to use those Speeders to hit that tank while it's still got that -2 to its defensive while sitting on the city cable, on the city tile. The mecha continuing the assault. Is the tank going to go down? The tank is going to get eliminated, and Shish taking a very big 400 credits. And now tsaryv going to have to make a response to this. Not going to want to let Shish to sit with that advantage. He's going to start moving these Marauders in to try and clean up some of these Speeders. One Speeder goes down. That Marine is going to get a big 3-shot on that Speeder. Marauder going to take a second Speeder kill, pushing tsaryv back into the lead. And with this Marine Marauder combo, it looks like that final mecha is going to go down. Are we going to see an additional Speeder kill? It looks like it's just enough, and that third speeder is going to go down, and now Sari pushing himself to 950 over 500. Shish's response here. Going to try and do some damage exchange on that front exposed Marauder. Is he going to get a second Marauder kill? That would be huge. It looks like he does not have enough backup damage. A single Marauder kill for that turn, pumping out additional speeders to make up for those lost units. And now Sari, not wanting Shish to be able to maintain control on those mountain tiles in the center, is going to rotate in some Marauders to try and get some damage. Is it enough to take out? That mecha in the center will be taken out. And Sari retreating his Marauders back out of harm's way with that one health sitting on the health tile. And out comes the plasma tank from Shish, and that is going to control the dynamic. We see the standard tank and the plasma tank from both sides, and who's going to make the push early is the real question here. A lot of repairs coming out from Sari. He's going to get some of that credit maintenance back into his units. And who's going to make this initial push? It looks like Tsaryv is already positioning that tank to make the push, but it looks like Shish instead is opting to also bring his plasma tank into the center. But I see the Bopper and the Guardian coming out here on both sides. And who is going to try and make that advance is the real question here. That Bopper readjusting itself to be very threatening against that plasma tank. The standard tank opting to push back as opposed to moving forward, not wanting to engage with that Guardian plasma combo just yet. We see a second Bopper come out on the stage, and now these mechas are coming out in front of the speeder, Guardian retreating back to the health tile. And Tsaryv, seeing the northern hemisphere a little exposed, opting to take some shots on that city tile mecha. Heels coming down, just a little bit of jockeying of these Marines and Marauders, looking for the best option. And now the Guardian is going to push forward and get a big force shot against that tank. Opting to take some shots against this Marine on that city tile. And now that speeder on the northern side, not wanting those Marauders to run rampant on that northerner, is going to try and get some damage on these Marines. And out comes the plasma tank to follow up. Going to take a 6-shot against that Marine with no damage coming back. And that speeder on the health tile is going to get the cap. And here comes the ports from the Titan player. Both mechas, it looks like he's going to go for a shot at getting a full base capture. Can Tsaryv repel this back? He does have the 2 Boppers. First Bopper going to get a big 5-shot against the plasma. As 3-shot against the plasma. Is the plasma going to go down this turn? And that plasma does go down. And now Tsaryv's advance looking very exposed. That Guardian is in a lot of trouble. And these Marines are going to come and try and push that speeder off the city tile. And with the speeder down and a huge 7-shot against that Guardian, it looks like Tsaryv has effectively negated this first base cap push. Going to get some free damage along these ported, disabled mechas as well. Jockeying back his Marauders from that northern aggro. And Tsaryv pulling away with a big 2,000 over 950 credit advantage from that advance. And now here comes Shish trying to make a response. Can he get enough damage to respond to being 1,000 credits under? That Eclipse is going to get a big 5-shot. That Marine's going to go down again. The city tile Marine also going to be eliminated, denying that city income with the base cap on top of that. Is that going to be enough of a response? If Tsaryv can repel this city, it might be big trouble for Shish. Shish has to hold on to this advance. And now these mechas are going to go down. First mecha down. Is that second one, it looks like it's going to be eliminated. The Guardian is going to be eliminated as well. Is this city... And with this city-capped speeder and Eclipse combo, the Eclipse is going to be eliminated. And that speeder is also going to be eliminated. And it looks like Tsaryv having a very effective cleanup. These 3 mechas now being extremely exposed. Unlikely they'll be long for this world. And it looks like Tsaryv is taking a runaway advantage in this game in credit kill count. I don't see how Shish can come back from this. The only thing he can do now is extend the rounds for as long as possible. Speeder is going to get a Marauder kill, but a Marauder kill not going to be enough at this phase. He's going to need at least 2 or 3 of those Marauders to go down to have any fighting capability left in this game. More speeders being pumped out, but with those 2 Boppers in that tank combo, I don't see a win coming out from Shish at this point. The Bopper going to advance and get a huge 6-shot against that speeder. And now these Marauders are going to come starting to play some cleanup. pushing away these exposed mechas on the southern hemisphere. Another mecha kill coming in. Is that going to be a second mecha kill on that forest tile? More importantly, is that exposed 2-health speeder going to be eliminated as well? Down goes the mecha. And the question is, will that 2-health speeder and this mecha in the center be eliminated? The bopper is going to play cleanup with the tank. Mecha going to down, and there is the elimination on that 2-health speeder. And tsaryv now taking a runaway advantage, 3.8 over 1.6. More Marines and Marauders being pumped out. Here come the speeder and mecha aggression, trying to push back this line for as long as possible. Can he pick up a Marauder kill here? That would be helpful. It looks like he will get a Marauder kill. That pushes it back a little bit, might extend it for an additional round. But here come the boppers. These boppers have been doing excellent damage across the board for free shot after free shot, taking out so many mechanized units. Those heavy ground units have been just absolutely evaporated from these two boppers having all this center control. And now these Marauders and tank combo going to do a lot of damage cleanup. Bopper now taking a 5-shot against that speeder. That speeder is going to be eliminated this turn. And it looks like this just might be lights out for Shish. How long can he hold out? Fuse coming up on the top. Double Fuse here to try and do some quick cleanup and have a lot of control possibly on those 2 swamp tiles and push back on these bases. Maybe having the ability to move in quickly and capture the bases with those fuses. Shish going to see what he can do to prevent those fuses from getting those early base captures on turn 15 now. Here comes the Fuse with the Marauder combo. Fuses kept safely in the back where they cannot be harmed. Huge heals coming off on that Marauder. Second Fuse on the bottom, safely darting to that swamp tile where it's going to have a big bonus to its attack. And these Marauders and Fuses and Boppers all just melting away the remainder of Shish's line. That additional speeder is going to go down. Can that mecha on the base hang on? It looks like that mecha on the base will hang on for an additional round. Gauntlet's been passed over to Shish. How is Shish going to respond here? And there's the GG. tsaryv taking the win in 15 rounds. Excellent game here. If we take a look at the play in general. So, I think the real winning move here, Shish... Oh, wrong game. Let's go to the correct one. If we look here, things really started to take a turn around round. So we have a tank and a plasma tank, both being made at this point. And the real question is, who's going to make the advanced person? Who's going to make the more economical push with these tanks? Both of them have been built to counter each other. And then as you move into round 9, got a Bopper on this side and a Guardian. So we're still pretty mirrored and very even, 1.0 over 750 at this point. But now this Plasma is going to try and take that center control, and this tank is going to decline to move forward. And instead, for Shish's hands, you've got a bigger anchor because it's a 500 over a 400 cost. So if you want to try and take this spot, you have to make the advance. And it looks like Shish is going to take that bait and push up, and I think this might have been a bit of a preemptive because you now have these double boppers, and they're used to extremely deadly effect across the board, taking out that base, taking out, then allowing a blank spot for this Guardian to take a 7-shot up of it, and now you've got these 2 boppers. Anything you put in this line, particularly heavy ground, is going to be melted away by these 2 boppers. And after that initial advance, Shish had 1 shot to take this advance work. He made the advance on the first time, failed, and then the only opportunity on round 12, if this base is not captured, then this advance has failed and the game is no longer winnable. And that's exactly what happens as we move into round 13, as tsaryv effectively negates both the advances on this base, and now with this credit advantage of 3.2 over 1.5, all tsaryv has to do is lean his material advantage on Shish over the game, and out go the lights, and the game is over. Well played by both. It looks like tsaryv is going to be advancing into our semifinals. Congratulations to tsaryv. Big win for him, going to push him up that championship ladder, and we'll see you guys on the next fight. Thanks a lot for watching. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button, and I'll see you guys next time.